I was just talking to a student and we came across some vocabulary, the word assent. We were looking at business networking, and there was an article talking about mountain biking in the United States, how this had become or was becoming a really popular event and a great way of networking, which was overtaking even the traditional game of golf when it comes to business networking. And there was one line in this article which started to talk about the ascent, the sport's ascent to popularity. And this word was a clever use of the word ascent, meaning rise, but also to go up, to climb a mountain. And it can be used in mountain biking a lot. You know, the ascent and the descent, coming down. And I asked my student if he knew this word, and he didn't know exactly what it was. I suggested perhaps he might know the opposite of this word, the descent. And he said, oh yes, I know decent. This means if something is reasonable, you can look decent, you know, to an accepted standard. So he had confused the word decent with the C, D-E-C-E-N-T, with descent, which is very similar, almost a homophone, but slightly different stress on the syllable. Decent, something which is reasonably good or to an acceptable standard, and descent, which is to go down, the act of going down or falling. Descent, decent, yeah, good. And going up, we also have the ascent. To ascend is the verb, ascent. And I realized there is also another word which is a complete homophone of this, assent, which sounds exactly the same thing when we are talking about agreeing to something, to give your assent, to assent to something. It's giving your agreement or your approval of something. So that can be very tricky. I think that's even more rare. But these verbs to ascend and to descend are relatively common. You will see them. So just be aware of these words for today, and you will be able to ascend in your career, in your English speaking vocabulary. Have a great day. Take care. See you in the next video.